This sports broadcast made possible by contributions from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, a factory authorized Bryant dealer. Whatever it takes. Find them online at customheating.com. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Tom the Plumber is your family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. Carpentry with integrity, providing unparalleled customer relationships and precise quality craftsmanship since 1998. Find us on Facebook and House. Daryl Barnes Photography. For sports, senior portraits, family, and more, call Daryl Barnes Photography for all your photographic needs. Find Daryl online at darylbarnes.com. Buffalo Wild Wings. Visit their locations in Algonquin and Hoffman Estates for some award-winning wings spun in one of 21 sauces or dry rubs. Or try a tasty burger or wrap. There's something for everyone at Buffalo Wild Wings in Hoffman Estates at Route 59 and 72 or Algonquin on Randall Road. This sports broadcast made possible by contributions from the following.
Here at St. Charles East High School for the 60th annual Ron Johnson Thanksgiving Basketball Tournament. I'm Andy Ockham, and alongside me today, I have somebody announcing this game with me. It's my boy, Daryl Barnes. What's going on, Daryl? How you doing, man?
Nothing much. Just got done with our game yesterday. South Elgin, we played Proviso East yesterday. We got a dub. But today, looking to see some interesting basketball.
Indeed we are. We got the Proviso East Pirates, like you had mentioned, 0-1, taking on another 0-1 squad, Hampshire High. Should be an entertaining matchup today, as we are about to meet the starting lineups, and after, we will draw some input on what we've seen between these two teams. First, we will see the starting lineup for the Proviso East Pirates.
So please, score with an attitude. Thank you. And now let's meet the starting lineups. For Proviso East. Number 1, Devin Spencer.
First, we have Devin Spencer, a guy that we did not see yesterday against South Elgin. Hobson, big three-point shooter for Proviso. Made a lot of threes yesterday. Shorts, very aggressive defensive player. Dude gathering all the boards for Proviso yesterday was Kenan Davis.
Also provided some nice finishes.
And we got Osborne, another guy I don't believe we saw yesterday.
So they got some roster shifts after yesterday's loss.
And now we'll see Hampshire, a team that fought very hard with St. Charles East yesterday in the game they had apparently no business of being in, and they made it a single-digit game. First, we see
Kyle Johnson, it looks like.
And here's the man, Colin Woods. Me and Jeff were talking about it yesterday. This guy is their offense. If he goes, they go.
But Justin Anderson also contributed 14 big points yesterday. And I read that he had 14 rebounds, too.
Jeremy Rosa, junior big fella. And the big man, 6'7" junior Nick Harrison, will be the center. Daryl, you played Proviso East yesterday. You saw what they were running. What do we have insight on them? What do you think about Proviso East?
You know, I think Proviso East is a really good defensive team. They play really tough, hard-nosed basketball on that side of the court. And that's the kind of style that I don't know if Hampshire can handle.
Hampshire did look good yesterday, like I had mentioned with St. Charles East. You saw a lot out of J.D. Shaw. He is not starting tonight, but that is a key factor off the bench that I would look for. J.D. was taking it to that St. Charles East defense in the paint. Now as we get ready for basketball here in our 4th broadcast with the Beacon Academy crew here at the Ron Johnson 60th Annual St. Charles East Thanksgiving Basketball Tournament. Daryl, it's so good to have you with me. Now I'm not talking to myself anymore, and that's always good.
It's great to be here, Andy.
All right. Jump in here, we got Erickson and Tamarian Shorts. We are underway. Hampshire has it. It's brought up by Anderson. See that defense early.
See what I was talking about, that defensive intensity, that toughness.
There it is, and one. James Hobson continuing the scoring trend, picking up where he left off yesterday.
He had a big game yesterday. Hit some big shots, some big-time threes from downtown.
Darryl, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a press just like yesterday from Proviso East.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And what they're looking to do, they're looking to trap around the half-court line, whether it's just before half-court or just pass in those corners.
Here it is. Here's the press we were talking about. Now, obviously, Coach Johnson had to have seen something yesterday with the press. What was your guys' strategy to get out of that?
I mean, really what our strategy was when you saw a trap coming, you had to pick one guy and you had to beat him. You had to break down the slower defender and then really just get the ball to the middle, because once you get the ball to the middle, then the press is over.
Hampshire's able to get over the timeline here and see if they set their offense. Anderson inbounds to Erickson, back to Anderson to the corner to Johnson, to Rosa Jr. On Fader, he got it.
Nice little hook by him.
Devin Spencer, remember, we did not see him yesterday against South Elgin. Brings the ball up and finds a very quick, athletic, aggressive player, not necessarily known for his offense, beats Marion Shorts. Swinging around. Spencer in, finds down low, Colin Woods, there he is.
Nice rotation, nice block.
There's their X-Factor player, Colin Woods. Was locked up really nicely by St. Charles East yesterday, but expect him to lead the offense today for Hampshire. Stolen there, bringing it up. Lay-in, got it.
See, that's the kind of defensive pressure that we're talking about. Hampshire really needs to be able to handle the press and handle the physicality of this Proviso East defense if they want to keep this a close game.
That would be Michael Osborne, the other player we did not see yesterday at all, getting a start here for Donnie Boyce's crew. Rosa doubled, kick out to Colin Woods. Woods, Johnson. Johnson in, blocked by Fancher. Out to Osborne, down to Spencer. Spencer up and under, no good. Woods on the boards. Colin Woods. Fancher.
Another steal. That's 4 quick steals for Proviso East.
Big man, James Fancher. Nick Erickson has got his hands full today with Colin Fancher. Big guy down in the paint for Proviso. Anderson has it. Swings to Erickson. Osborne tries to steal. Big man Erickson for 3. No good. Rebound to Johnson. Stolen by Spencer.
That's number 5.
Spencer, no good. Rebound. Last touched by the Pirates. You were right, Darryl. Very aggressive defense so far for Proviso, as the Whippers will call their first timeout of this ball game.
And you see, also the refs seem to be letting them play a little bit more than they were yesterday. Yesterday, Proviso got a lot of those little hand check calls, but today they've been able to go down and contest some shots down low, and still no calls.
Hampshire still has to find a way to beat that press, Darryl. Like you had said, trying to pick up that slower defender. Let's see if the staff will figure out how to get their squad to do that. I think they'll be good. They just got to figure out how to get past. They got to target their guards on the inbound here. We'll see what they do here.
See, that cross-court pass is really dangerous. They got to try and limit those if they want to beat this press. The key to the press is getting the ball to the middle of the court.
Hampshire finds Hobson, back to Spencer. Spencer with it now to Fancher. Fancher dribbles in, over to Hobson. Hobson, little floater off the front of the rim. Rosa has it, and is knocked out by Fancher.
That was a good box out by Rosa Jr.
And here's the guy I was talking about, J.D. Shaw, coming in for Hampshire, along with Jackson Millison. Expect to see Shaw make an impact. That'll be the big body that'll be taking care of James Fancher. Shaw dribbles. Woods has it. Double teamed immediately up to Kyle Johnson. Kyle sees his man in the corner. Anderson for 3. Got it.
That's a good shot. That was good ball movement to beat that trap. If they can keep that going, they'll be in good shape.
Here comes Spencer. Spencer, screen set by Osborne, then by Fancher. Swinging around the wing. Hobson. Osborne thought about it. Draws it back. 3-ball to Marion Shorts. No good. Rebound Johnson and the Whippers. Oh, poked out. There's Spencer. Johnson. That'll be called a foul and 1. Proviso East is not going to be letting their guard down anytime soon on the defensive side of the ball and putting a lot of pressure on Hampshire.
Nope, and Spencer's it's only 2-3 minutes into the game, and Spencer's already making a big impact. They really missed him last night.
Checking in for the Whippers will be senior guard, standing in at 5'10", Bryce Anderson. He checks in for fellow senior guard, Kyle Johnson. Spencer to the line for that 3-point play. Got it. Proviso is now up 10-5 here on Hampshire. Here's that press. Let's see if Colin Woods can do something with it.
See, they're spreading them out. They got J.D. Shaw in the middle.
J.D. Corner. Trey. Yeah, the new man, Millicent. Leads down to 2. Driving in. Got it. Spencer.
That's another good finish by him, making his impact early.
Colin Woods. Woods. Tip. J.D. Shaw.
Looks like he missed the man cut into the basket.
Corner Trey Anderson. Short. Shaw. Fader. No good. Rebound Anderson. Got it. No boards there for Proviso. James Fancher was out of sight.
It looks like all their bigs got back, just assuming that they were going to get the ball.
As we have a 12-10, 2-point lead here for Proviso. Good competitive game early. Unlike what we had saw last game between Willowbrook and East Aurora. Osborne with it. Michael swings it to Hobson. Guarding Hobson heavy on the perimeter for what we saw yesterday, his ability to make the 3-ball. Stepping into it is Osborne. Checking in for Proviso, we see Aaron Sykes. I do not believe we saw him yesterday either, along with Robert Johnson.
Here comes Kenan Davis, the freshman guard for Hampshire. Checking in for the senior, Justin Anderson.
It seems as if we haven't seen half of the Proviso roster, Daryl. I mean, there's 4 guys that were not playing against you guys yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday the guys that they played seemed really limited. Their rotation was pretty small. Which I'll be interested to see their impact, the impact of these new guys.
Indeed, as James Fancher inbounded to one of those new guys who had made the start today, Mr. Spencer. Spencer to the corner, 3-ball, no good, rebound, back to him. That would be Robert Johnson to Michael Osborne. Osborne in, layup, got it. Nice runner there by Michael Osborne.
Proviso East gets a lot of second chance points, so one of Hampshire's keys to success will be to limit Proviso East's numbers on the boards.
Nice cut there by Millicent and runs right into a brick wall with James Fancher. It stays with Hampshire. See what they run here on the inbound. It'll be senior guard Bryce Anderson throwing it in right to the new guys. You mentioned Kenan Davis, who is fouled. And let's do it again.
Fancher's a big boy down there. A strong, muscular dude. Running into him, just like you said, is like running into a brick wall.
Bryce looks. He's got Millicent. Jackson finds big J.D. Shaw. J.D. in, layup. No good, rebound, goes back to the Whippers. Anderson to Shaw. Shaw mid-range. No good, rebound Osborne and the Pirates. Osborne looking to push the numbers here. Finds Robert Johnson, thought about it. Back to Osborne. Osborne over to Spencer. Spencer running the offense here on Colin Woods. Osborne. Michael Osborne finds Fancher. Fancher against J.D. Shaw. Osborne, Spencer, thought about it. Oh, and you had everybody on the floor confused there, Daryl, as it goes right out of bounds.
It almost looked like it hit Kenan Davis on the head with his big head of hair.
Coming in as timeout for Proviso. Nice competitive game here early. It's a 4-point lead for Proviso. Nice little change of pace from, like I said, what we had saw earlier.
Yeah, Hampshire definitely is not backing down. So we can see that Proviso East brought their cheerleaders all the way out here. How far of a drive do you think it is to Proviso East?
I know they're out in Maywood, Daryl, and I looked it up the other day. It's about 40 minutes. They're probably one of the farther teams from this area. Like I'd mentioned yesterday, I'd never heard of Proviso East before this tournament started, so they found their way out here, and good for them getting involved.
Yeah, they brought along their school spirit.
Like I mentioned, speaking of school spirit earlier, Willowbrook, another school that's pretty far out from here. I don't know if you saw it earlier, Daryl, had a whole student section here, spirited out in their cowboy gear, cheering on their team for a big margin victory over East Aurora. And there we see Coach Donnie Boyce in the huddle, drawing up some plays. Jeff Myers had mentioned yesterday, Donnie, a Proviso East grad, had played a season for the Atlanta Hawks after going to U of Colorado, getting drafted in the second round. Now he's giving it back to the kids at Proviso East, is coaching their varsity squad.
And that's what it's all about, giving back to the kids, providing the future generations of basketball players.
Colin Woods, stolen by the new man, Deontay Stallings. Finds Osborne, nice reverse, he got it. Michael Osborne. Inbound Colin Woods. Double team, Anderson.
Now we see Proviso East really picking up on that trap that I talked about earlier. And Hampshire doing a nice job of getting the ball to the middle on that time to Kenan Davis.
A little ricochet there as it'll go out on Proviso. Possession Hampshire. 16-10 here with minute 53 left in the first quarter. Anderson, errant pass. Finds Proviso to Spencer. Spencer in, Devin Spencer, floater, no good, rebound. Blocked, up again, nothing. Rebound Proviso, Spencer has it.
They really got to limit Proviso East's second chance opportunities.
Osborne to Stallings. Stallings, Johnson, back to Spencer. Spencer's looking to slow it down. Run something here. Spencer, Osborne, he wants it. Yeah, be an air ball. Possession Hampshire. Nick Erickson, big fella, will check back in for the Whippers, along with Jonel Pirano, a sophomore guard, Daryl. Telling you, we're seeing more and more underclassmen on varsity squads these days. Something we noticed yesterday.
It's definitely a big emphasis on development of players, I believe, this year. Like South Elgin, they have 3 or 4 underclassmen. They have 3 freshmen and a sophomore on there. This team, Hampshire, it looks like they have a couple as well.
Erickson for 3, no good. Gets it back, follow a shot, nothing. Tipped out by Proviso. Yeah, to add on to that, we saw Tommy Cravens yesterday of St. Charles East, sophomore point guard, getting big minutes. So it's not like these underclassmen are coming up here and just sitting on the bench, Daryl. They're making an impact and getting in on the games.
No, yeah, and that's what it should be like. If an underclassman is coming up to play on the varsity level, they should be getting minutes. Otherwise, they can be getting some valuable minutes and further developing on the sophomore or freshman level.
And Boyce seems very frustrated. He's going to bring in a guy who we saw a lot of yesterday against South Elgin, Terrence Thomas, checking in for Stallings. Expect Thomas to make an impact, whether the ball's in his hands or not. Very quick and athletic guard is Terrence Thomas.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely going to be an X factor for them tonight. A guy with the ball really on a string.
We see Terrence with Erickson on him. Kick out to Osborne. Seen a lot of him so far. Up to Sykes. Spencer, dribble in, nothing. Spencer restarting the offense here. 6-point lead with 30 seconds left in the first. Spencer tipped by Davis. It goes to Johnson of the Pirates. Finding Thomas, and they're going to call a walk on Aaron Sykes. Numbers like that, Daryl, you cannot afford to have that happen.
No, turnover is definitely one of those numbers that you want to limit.
Hampshire waiting. Anderson finds Davis. Davis swings it out of bounds. Possession Proviso East. See if they'll hold for a last-second shot or maybe try to do a 2-for-1 here. Even though there's no shot clock, they can still probably try to do a 2-for-1. But I can see Spencer, the way he's been running the offense, just going to try and hold for the last shot here.
Looking to dribble it out, set something up, possibly a ball screen coming.
Fade for Osborne. You find him. They're down to 5. Michael Osborne, and they're going to call a foul on
Jonel Pirano.
Jonel Pirano, the sophomore. Hampshire's got 2 underclassmen on their team, as we had mentioned earlier. Not as much on Proviso. They're running more with some upperclassmen, but nonetheless, we're still seeing a lot of youth here. Even juniors are getting in the game a lot, so development is key. A couple seconds left. 3-ball, Spencer, no, off the glass. After 1 quarter of play, the Proviso East Pirates lead the Hampshire Whippers 16-10. Digging this game already, a lot more than the last one where it was already kind of out of hand already.
Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to bring the whole family for a great night out. We're nearby in Algonquin and Crystal Lake with specials all week long. Enjoy 65-cent boneless wings on boneless Thursdays and Mondays. Get half-priced wings on Tuesdays. And stop by on Wednesdays for 99-cent chicken tenders and $1.49 kids meals. Sign up for our free Plays and Rewards loyalty program. Earn points, get rewards. It's more of what you love for what you already love to do. It's all here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Algonquin and Crystal Lake.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Visit their locations in Algonquin and Hoffman Estates for some award-winning wings, spun in one of 21 sauces or dry rubs. Or try a tasty burger or wrap. There's something for everyone at Buffalo Wild Wings in Hoffman Estates at Route 59 and 72 or in Algonquin on Randall Road. Daryl, thoughts heading into the second quarter here?
You know, I think the team with this, who has the most second chance points is going to be able to win this game. Rebounds is going to be a key factor in determining who comes out on top.
For both squads, like I'd mentioned, J.D. Shaw's on the floor right now for Hampshire. And if Keyshawn Fancher is on, which he is not, look to see him back. Him and J.D., I can see those two battling out for some rebounds here throughout the duration of this game. Starting lineups weren't really much of a factor, it appears. Like, both teams are rotating their benches in quite often, so the idea of starting lineup this game as opposed to last game isn't as big and out there. Proviso will start with it. Inbound to Terrence Thomas. Him and Devin Spencer on the floor together. Loses it, gets it back. Finds Hobson. There's your three-point threat. Hobson to Sykes. Big man Aaron Sykes finds Johnson. Spencer looking to do something, drives in. Scoop layup, no good. Rebound to J.D. Davis. J.D. Nice spin move there for the bruiser. Feeds Colin Woods. Colin tries to do a fancy behind the back. Possession Proviso East. We already see a little
miscommunication there. Thought his man was going to fill over to the corner.
We already see a sub here. Tamarian Shorts checks in for Spencer. Spencer's been in the entire game so far. He's going to take a seat for a couple minutes.
And it's well-deserved. He's been putting in some good work on defense and on offensive end.
We saw that a lot yesterday with Coach Donnie Boyce. He let guys like Hobson and Thomas, he let them play. Maybe that's why we didn't see Thomas start today. It's because he played a lot of minutes yesterday against South Elgin. Man with the ball right now is Terrence Thomas. He finds Johnson on the wing. Big Sykes with a screen. On the new man, Shorts. Shorts to Thomas. Terrence Thomas. Looking, finds Hobson. There it is. He thought about it. He wants it. Back to Johnson.
Look for him to shoot the next one, the next open look he gets.
Thomas driving in over Rosa. No good. Rebound Anderson looking up court. He's got Colin Woods, the junior guard. No good. He has been fouled. Collins looking to get on the score sheet for the first time tonight. By far Hampshire's most dynamic player, as he will look to cash in on a couple free throws here. Colin off on the first. Yeah, a little bit of an off night last night, but like I'd mentioned, St. Charles East, very solid squad nonetheless, and they knew Colin was the biggest offensive threat Hampshire had, so that allowed guys like J.D. Davis and Justin Anderson to score a little bit more, because they had more of an eye on Colin Woods throughout that game. Colin for his second attempt, and hits every part of the rim and goes in. He's on the score sheets. 5-point lead for East here as they bring it up. There's Hobson. James out to Tamarian Shorts. Shorts to Johnson, back to Shorts. Trying to swing it over to Thomas, Terrence Thomas. Nice spin move. No good. It is off J.D. Davis to Aaron Sykes. Sykes tipped. Whole lot of action there.
Hampshire got away with it that time because of their good defense, but they still have to keep Proviso East off of the boards in order to expand upon this lead, or to get back in the game.
Yep. Bryce Anderson feeds Rosa. Rosa to Woods. Colin Woods to the Bucky scores. What a play by Colin Woods.
That was a nice, strong take, and he got up there.
Bringing out Hobson. Hobson working on Bryce Anderson. Finds Terrence Thomas. Johnson, there it is. Hobson, 3-ball, got it. James Hobson.
Had quite a few of those last night.
Looking to see more of that from James Hobson as we see Keyshawn Fancher head to the check-in desk. Might need a man on JD Davis, I should say. JD has it, working on Aaron Sykes.
See the Hampshire coach in his coach's box getting a little heated.
Donnie Boyce as well, always stays active. He was staying active all game yesterday as well. Anderson drives in, no good, rebound Sykes.
He's down there looking for a call.
Sykes throws it behind Hobson. We'll see some subs here. Hampshire brings in Jackson Millison and Nicholas Erickson. And coming in, Michael Osborne, a starter, along with Keyshawn Fancher, another starter for Proviso East, will re-enter. 6-point Proviso East lead with 5:31 left here in the second quarter. I'm Andy Ockham, along with Daryl Barnes, here at the Ron Johnson 60th Annual St. Charles East Thanksgiving Basketball Tournament. Colin Woods has it on Michael Osborne. Colin down to Bryce Anderson, back to Erickson. Big man Nick. I believe they're going to call
him for a travel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Appears Nick Erickson has, I can see it, I think he's got something in his nose. Maybe he got elbowed in the nose earlier. If I can see it, may or may not. But I don't know. We'll get back to play. Terrence Thomas has it now.
You see Justin Anderson giving him a little bit of room, respecting his quickness and his ability to handle the ball.
Nice move by Tamarian Shorts. And with that, Hampshire will call timeout as Proviso has their biggest lead of the game at 7, or 8, I should say. A little less than 5 minutes left here in the second quarter. So far, this quarter's pretty much been like the last. Proviso East putting a lot of heavy pressure on the defensive side of the ball and not missing their chances on offense.
And really abusing Hampshire on the offensive boards. That's going to be a difference maker if Hampshire wants to get back in the game. They really have to lock in and box out every time that Proviso East puts up a shot and limit Proviso East's second chance opportunities. And that'll also give them more opportunities to go down and score on their end.
I think that's where you're going to see JD Davis try and come into play. Big man gathered a lot of boards last night against St. Charles East. He's been pretty quiet on the board so far tonight and on the score sheet. As Bryce Anderson, the senior guard, will inbound here for Hampshire. So I believe walking in the background, we see what appears to be the St. Joseph squad. They will take on Plainfield East in the third and final game of our triple header tonight as Terrence Thomas comes in for the layup.
That looks to be a really exciting game. Plainfield East had a really nice preseason, summer season, and fall season. They're going to be a good squad this year, and St. Joseph always is.
Erickson in. No good. Rebound. Colin Wood staying active. Balls to Tamarian Shorts. Tamarian drives in. He wants it all. No good. Rebound Anderson. And they're going to get Thomas with a reach.
I see a lot of the Hampshire players looking for calls a little bit after attacking the rim. And after last night's game, they were getting a lot of those calls. But these refs tonight don't seem to be giving them to them. So Hampshire just has to really stay focused on playing rather than looking for the calls.
And Kyle Johnson checks in for Colin Woods. And right away, another steal for Spencer, who has just checked in for Proviso East. There he is, leading the offense. Once again, trying to set something up here. Big screen for Keyshawn Fancher. Spencer, too much for Shorts. Possession Hampshire. So still a press here. Bryce Anderson, senior guard, trying to work with it, finds Jackson Millison. Millison to Bryce Anderson. Bryce back to Jackson, finds Anderson to Johnson. No good, rebound Erickson. Erickson is hacked. And he'll get a couple shots at the charity stripe.
Good board there by Erickson, able to get some second chance points of their own.
Let's see what the big 7 foot, or shouldn't say 7 foot, 6'7", that'd be incredible if he was 7 foot, 6'7", 173-pound junior can do here from the line. And he's off on the first. As it is currently a 10-point game here with 3:47 to go in the second. See how I was talking about Darrell appears? Yeah, a little bit of a
bloody nose or something going on.
Bloody nose with Mr. Erickson. Not our Mr. Erickson, Nicholas Erickson, as he hits the free throw. Devin Spencer brings it down here for Proviso with a 9-point lead. Trying to extend, put this game back to double digits. Spencer. Osborne wants a deep tray. He's got it. Michael Osborne.
His shooting is bringing an element to the Proviso East game that we didn't quite see yesterday, as they struggled from beyond the arc with the exception of Mr. Spencer.
Rebound to Marion, finds Osborne. Osborne to Hobson, Hobson to Spencer. Spencer drives in, nice little Euro move, no good. Rebound Fancher, back to Spencer, finds to Marion, shorts, no good. Rebound, ball loose, Spencer. Osborne wants another. Off, rebound, Keyshawn Fancher fought hard, allowing Spencer to get the board. Nothing, Fancher, no good, rebound, shorts.
It's getting really physical down there in the fight for the boards, and it seems like wants it more.
Erickson, no good. Rebound, Erickson gets it back, no good. Anderson, foul. Big sequence of events on both sides of the glass there, Daryl. And Anderson will head to the line here to shoot two. As now we get a Bear Family McDonald's restaurant replay.
Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to bring the whole family for a great night out.
The big three from Michael Osborne, way beyond the arc, cashed it. The other 24 on the other squad, Anderson, misses his first. As Deontay Stallings will come in for Proviso East End. Here we see Colin Woods re-entering for the Whippers.
Anderson already off to a quick start with 9 points. He had 14 last night and has 10 in the first half tonight. Looks to keep it going.
Bringing it down now is Spencer. Osborne, hard screen set by Spencer. Gathered by Anderson. Johnson, nice move, finds Millison. Over and under, nothing. Rebound Osborne in the Pirates. And he throws it right out of bounds. Spencer believed it was tipped, but it will, now they're gonna say it's gonna go to the Pirates. Apparently it was tipped. Inbound Spencer.
Proviso East really looks like they're starting to slow it down here as the half comes to a close.
Osborne, layup, no good. Rebound Stallings. And ball underneath for the Pirates. It'll be Stallings on the inbound.
Look for Proviso East to run a screen, the screener option.
It'll be Hobson who switched in last minute for the inbound to Spencer. Spencer works off the body. Hobson, there it is, a three. Does he have it? No. Rebound Anderson to the Whippers. Stolen by Shorts. And he got it.
Their offense may have slowed down in terms of pace, but their defense has not. Still keeping the intensity up and getting a lot of steals.
Woods finds Millison. Millison cross-court pass to Anderson. Anderson works in on two guys. Nice defense there by Tamarian Shorts.
Got his own rebound sitting down on the floor.
And he called a timeout. Nice play there by Justin Anderson. You're already seeing Tamarian Shorts really starting to make a defensive impact here, Daryl. And this timeout sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Rosen. Like we were mentioning, Daryl, Tamarian Shorts, big impact so far now on defense here in the last couple minutes.
Yeah, he really is. And it's not just him, it's all of Proviso East just really playing hard and hustling on that side of the court. They're really not allowing Hampshire to get over half court too many times and really taking advantage of all their errant passes.
Here it is a 28-15 game. The Proviso East Pirates are up 13 on the Hampshire Whippers with a minute 21 left here in the first half. Once again, if you're just joining us, I'm Andy Ockham alongside Daryl Barnes here at the Ron Johnson 60th Annual Thanksgiving Boys Basketball Tournament. And this is our fourth broadcast, our fourth game, and I've had the pleasure to be a part of all of them, and this is a lot of fun. I'd like to thank Mr. Erickson and the entire Beacon crew for having me being able to do this. And I know, Daryl, you enjoy this type of stuff too.
Oh, of course. I'm looking forward to, this is my first game, but I'm looking forward to taking part in a couple more.
And we will see Kenan Davis is back in the game, the freshman guard. Will inbound it here for the Whippers underneath their own basket. Davis finds Rosa Jr. He's going to take a three. No good. Rebound. There's Shorts. Feeds Spencer. Devin Spencer surveys the floor. Finds Michael Osborne. Michael Osborne. Over to Spencer. Finds Hobson top of the key. Anderson on his face. Back out to Spencer. Loose ball there. Driving in. What a play by Devin Spencer.
Proviso East really not letting up on the 50-50 balls, making sure they secure everything.
There's Kenan Davis down low. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Trying to get his first bucket to the ball game, I believe. Quiet, hushed crowd. Davis gets his first. And we see the big man, J.D. Shaw, re-enter for Jeremy Rosa Jr.
The freshman Kenan Davis, I think he's going to be a really good guard for Hampshire this year. He has a really nice handle on the ball and can shoot the ball a little bit. Had a really nice AAU season.
We'll look for him not only to be an impact for this club now, but obviously in the very distant future, with him only being in his first year of his high school basketball career. Colin Woods on Spencer. Spencer, dribble drive out.
Getting real close to that half-court line when he backs up.
Spencer controlling the offense heavily here. Hobson finds Osborne. We haven't really seen much from James Hobson early on here in the first half. It's mainly been that man with the ball, Michael Osborne.
Looks like Proviso East is holding for the last shot.
Marion Shorts for two. He got it.
Hampshire's got to get something up before the half.
Colin Woods will just chuck it up after being doubled. And that is our first half of play. After the first half, the Proviso East Pirates are up on the Hampshire Whippers, 32-17. A couple really good competitive teams here, but Proviso East is playing very aggressive here, Daryl.
You know, Hampshire really has to capitalize on boxing out and getting rebounds in order to stay in this game and get back into it. That's going to be their key in the second half.
Here at halftime, our sponsors at Carpentry and Integrity. Find them on Facebook or on House. Going back to that, Daryl, very impact player. We've mentioned him a lot, and I'm going to mention him again. It's Tamarian Shorts. Now we saw that last second bucket there. He's really starting to become a good two-way player here starting this game.
And Osborne as well, with his three-point shooting, has really added a nice boost to the Proviso East offense that they didn't have last night.
For the Hampshire Whippers, not really much to talk about for them in the first half. You did see Justin Anderson. I'd say he's probably their biggest contributor at the moment in terms of being on both sides of the floor, but Colin Woods is also being very active, and he's helping his teammates get better too. Once again, with Proviso East taking the same approach that I believe St. Charles East took last night, with knowing Colin's their best player and having to take care of him first on defense.
Not just on Collins, though. They're playing a great overall defensive game. They're not giving up anything, and they're not allowing Hampshire to get past that half court too often.
Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to bring the whole family for a great night out. We're nearby in Algonquin and Crystal Lake with specials all week long. Enjoy 65-cent boneless wings on boneless Thursdays and Mondays. Get half-priced wings on Tuesdays. And stop by on Wednesdays for 99-cent chicken tenders and $1.49 kids meals. Sign up for our free Plays and Rewards loyalty program. Earn points, get rewards. It's more of what you love for what you already love to do. It's all here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Algonquin and Crystal Lake.
Buffalo Wild Wings, visit their locations in Algonquin and Hoffman Estates for some award-winning wings spun in one of 21 sauces or dry rubs. Or try a tasty burger or wrap. There's something for everyone at Buffalo Wild Wings in Hoffman Estates at Route 59 and 72 or in Algonquin on Randall Road. We'd like to shout out Coach Jim Hinkle watching. Hope he feels better, and it's good to know he's all right. Daryl, any last thoughts before we head into break?
No, I just hope for an exciting second half of action where Hampshire can kind of close this deficit. Wait, show me which one that is.
That one.
I'm leaving after this. I'm leaving after this. I'm so random. Good for Hart. That's random, bro.
Who's shooting out? Is that?
That's Plainfield East.
That's who was here last night. They were here for some reason. I saw those exact jumpers. I don't know why they were here.
Hey, can you talk to Polly in that?
I can't talk to anybody in this.
Can you talk to Polly in that? Can you talk to Polly or not?
Have you done any NHS like sponsored events yet? For NHS? Like, have you done any of the sponsored events yet?
I just need to do one sponsored event. I've done a bunch of stuff for hours.
I did the lunch with Santa thing. I was with with Hogan and Dylan. It was pretty boring.
Really?
I mean, I was there for 3 hours, so that got me 3 hours of service. I just need Erickson to sign off on We're good. All right, and we are back for a second half of basketball. I'm Andy Ockham alongside Daryl Barnes, and we are at the 60th annual Ron Johnson Boys Basketball Tournament here at St. Charles East High School. We have a game between the Proviso East Pirates and the Hampshire Whippers, a couple 0-1 squads. And so far, Proviso East has what I'd like to think is a commanding lead heading into the second half, but we know basketball, Daryl, anything can change.
Anything can change. Proviso East did give up a big lead last night to South Elgin. They were up 16 or 17, I believe, and then South Elgin was able to come back and cut that down to 3 by halftime and eventually win the game. So Hampshire is definitely not out of this game.
And we'll see. We look over Donnie Boyce. He's been a very animated coach, and he's not going to let his guard down anytime soon. His Pirates want this just as badly as he does. As the starting 5 here to start the second half for the Whippers, we see Anderson, Woods, Erickson, Rosa, and I believe Kyle Johnson. And for the Pirates, we see Osborne, Spencer, Shorts, Fancher, and James Hobson. Look out for James Hobson. He didn't really shoot much in the first half, but doesn't mean he's not going to do anything here in the second half, and we are underway. Colin Woods is doubled over to Erickson. Rosa, tipped by Fancher, or that would be Spencer, similar haircuts, and it'll remain with Hampshire.
You see, Justin Anderson was just letting his teammate know that he was wide open and that he missed him.
Anderson to Erickson, back to Anderson. Rosa, top of the key. Dribble drive again, no.
Stops, has a shot.
No good, rebound. Keyshawn Fancher knocked it over to Spencer. Osborne, maybe a 3, no. Hobson, Spencer, aggressive play by Colin Woods. Nice move by Spencer, nothing. Fancher grabs it, blocked by the 6'7" junior, Mr. Erickson.
That was some good defense by Hampshire coming off of the second chance opportunity.
Colin Woods, no good. Rebound, Erickson, the big boy, got it. Hampshire opens up the second half in scoring with a second chance bucket from Nick Erickson. A lob to Shorts, nothing. Rebound, Rosa. Thought we may have had an alley-oop there for a minute there. I was getting a little excited.
Yeah, but Shorts just didn't have enough in the tank. He couldn't get up above the rim.
Aggressive defense by Devin Spencer. He will commit a reaching foul on Colin Woods. You see Spencer talking to the ref. I thought it was a foul, but, you know, they're competitive out there. Maybe think of something different.
You know, they were letting some stuff go, some hand checks go in the first half, so maybe that's what he was expecting.
There's Colin Woods, mid-range jumper for Hampshire's star junior. And bringing it up quick is Hobson. He is tripped, I believe, by Colin Woods. They're going to call a foul on Woods. That'll be his first personal foul, team's first foul here in the second half. Osborne will inbound underneath the hoop.
It's a good deflection there by Anderson.
And we'll do it again. On the inbound, Michael Osborne. Looking around. Down, he's got Shorts, stolen by the Whippers. Anderson brings it up. He's got numbers to Colin Woods on the layup, no good. Rebound Rosa, he's got 2 there. Gets it on the second chance.
Hampshire really turning up their defensive intensity starting off this second half.
Defense to offense it is. Spencer, no good. Rebound to the Whippers. Gathered by Johnson. Johnson finds Anderson. Cross court to Erickson. Erickson runner to Rosa. No good. He gets his board. Back up. He got it. Jeremy Rosa Jr. And Donnie Boyce will call a timeout.
Rosa really getting active down there on the board, taking advantage of his second chance opportunities and stopping the other team from getting any more on the other end.
And this timeout sponsored by Tom the Plumber. Tom is your local family-owned plumbing contractor. Honest and affordable. Visit TomThePlumberInc.com. Daryl, we were talking about it just before this second half started. Anything can happen in basketball, and just like that, we see an 8-0 run from the Hampshire Whippers, and just like that, we are down to a 7-point ball game early in the third quarter.
All they need is a couple more stops and a couple more scores, and we really have a game on our hands.
Donnie Boyce wants to do anything to prevent that from happening, and on the other side, Ben Whitehouse getting his squad going, saying, hey, we got this. We got a chance here. Both teams have a fighting chance. And ball will go to the Pirates, and they'll be inbounded by big Keyshawn Fancher.
So what do you think Hampshire's coach Ben Whitehouse told his team to get them to come out and play with a little more intensity on the defensive end?
I just say stay aggressive and know that for them lately, defense has been transforming to offense. They're able to get these quick stops and these steals. They're able to transform them to fast breaks, and that's where their game's at their best. Spencer in the corner, got it. Devin Spencer puts it back up to double digits, and there's that press, and it's going to work out. Nice defense by Osborne. It'll go back to the Pirates.
Yeah, Kyle Johnson really wishing he had that one back. Just wasn't expecting the press and just slipped up and made a quick little mistake that could be costly for his team's momentum.
To Marion Shorts on the inbound, covered by Jeremy Rosa. Looking, finds Fancher, covered by Erickson, finds Hobson. Hobson gets around his man, nice block by Johnson.
And that's how you get back and recover after a turnover.
And Osborne on the inbound. Osborne slaps it in, and a foul.
Thought he had another nice defensive play, but he gets called for the foul. The little push in the back.
And checking in, we will see Jonel Pirano, sophomore guard. Like the shoes, I'm really digging his different colored shoes. We can get a shot on those as he checks into the game for the Whippers. Coming in for Kyle Johnson. And the inbound, Hobson, he'll go to the line.
Another quick foul just for the little push in the back on Hobson.
Here's what it is, Daryl. I've been mentioning this all game. Hobson went off last night. He was hitting big-time jumpers. He's been kind of quiet here so far.
Yeah, I believe he had 26 points last night, and tonight, so far, not off to the same hot start that he was. He only has 6 to this point.
I think he's hit a couple charity stripe shots as well, so just a couple jumpers for Hobson, but everybody on Proviso is providing. No pun intended, including Mr. Spencer. So puts that lead up to 11 on the inbound. Colin Woods. Colin finds Rosa Jr. Back to Colin Woods. Colin Woods, nice little between the legs. Back out to the new man, Pirano. Pirano to Rosa, nice dish. Swipe by Spencer. Ball booted around, and it goes to the Whippers. Rosa finds Erickson. Erickson had a man and Anderson down there, but more aggressive defense from the Pirates there, Daryl.
Yeah, Hampshire is starting to pick up their intensity, but they still have a little bit more to make up. They need to get a little bit tougher.
A couple big names checking in here. Shaw for the Whippers, and we see Terrence Thomas for the Pirates. On the inbound will be the sophomore Pirano.
Proviso switched over to the 2-3 for this inbounds play.
Rosa missed an open layup. Can't miss those opportunities as Osborne's run up the court. Hobson, here it is. Nope, passed out. Spencer, what an athletic play by Devin Spencer.
Finished through what could have been a foul, but they let that little bit of contact go.
Nice defense on the trap there of Colin Woods.
Proviso, he's really picking up the intensity on that trap, on the press. The key for Hampshire to beat that is going to be not taking the ball to those corners.
And get Colin Woods going there. Pressuring Colin Woods, making him throw around to his teammates just like that, and it'll be off on Osborne.
You see him, he's attracted to those corners, and that's exactly where Proviso East wants him to go. They want him stuck in those corners because those corners are like an extra defender. See, right there is a perfect opportunity to trap. They let him go that time, though.
Leaner got it. Nice bucket. Laser shot from Colin Woods. Working. And Thomas. Ooh.
Nearly a travel that time.
Fancher. Corner tray. Michael Osborne for 3.
That's trade number 3 or 4 for him tonight. Really adding another dynamic to their offense.
Osborne sitting at 12 points. And nice trap here by Proviso. Almost a steal by Spencer. He is all over the place and everywhere tonight, Daryl.
He really is, giving 110% on every single play. Going from coast to coast, just diving for loose balls.
And
we have ourselves a replay. Bear Family McDonald's Restaurant.
We're nearby in
Thought we
Algonquin
had
and
one.
Crystal Lake.
Not
with
apparently,
specials
as
all
Colin
week long.
Woods
Enjoy
Nick
65
Erickson
cent
real
boneless
time.
wings on boneless Thursdays and Mondays. Get half-price
And
wings on
layup,
Tuesdays.
no good.
And stop by on
Rebound.
Wednesdays for 99-cent
Got
chicken
it.
tenders
That'd be
and
Jackson
$1.49
Millison.
kids meals. Sign up for our free Plays and Rewards loyalty program. Earn
Cuts
points.
the lead down to
get rewards. It's more of what you love, for what you already
no
love to
for
do.
Hobson.
It's all here at Buffalo Wild
Looks
Wings.
like that's gonna
in
be a foul on
Algonquin and
Mills.
Crystal Lake. Buffalo
on
Wild Wings
scoreboard?
is the place to bring the
Who's on
whole
scoreboard?
family for a great night out. We are nearby in Algonquin and Crystal Lake with specials all week
Hobson
long.
will go to the
Enjoy
line
65
to
cent
try and knock
boneless
down a
wings
couple
on
more free
boneless Thursdays
throws.
and
My
Mondays.
apologies,
Get
that
half-price
last foul
wings
was on
Tuesdays.
Proviso.
And stop by on Wednesdays for 99-cent chicken tenders and $1.49 kids meals. Sign up for our free
good.
Plays and Rewards loyalty program. Earn points. Get
Hobson
rewards.
hoping
It's more
that
of
these
what
free
you
throws
love,
will get
for what you
himself going
already
a
love
little
to
bit,
do.
kick
It's
it into
all
high
here
gear
at
for the
Buffalo
home
Wild
stretch.
Wings in Algonquin and Crystal Lake. Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to bring the whole family for a great night out.
Hobson.
We are nearby in
Second shot.
Algonquin and Crystal Lake
Count it.
with specials all week long.
Erickson.
Enjoy 65-cent boneless wings on boneless
the
Thursdays
inbound
and
to Colin
Mondays. Get
Woods.
half-priced wings on Tuesdays.
Colin
and
finds
stop by on
Moreno across
Wednesdays
the
for
court.
99-cent chicken
Really starting
tenders
to beat that
and
press now. Into the
$1.49 kids meals.
lane and
Sign up for our free
one!
Plays and Rewards loyalty program.
And that's a good
Earn
take by the
points, get
sophomore
rewards.
guard.
It's
A
more
good,
of what you
strong
love, for
take,
what you
hopping
already
off the
love to
off
do.
foot to
It's
just
all here
throw
at
the shot
Buffalo
blocker
Wild Wings
off
in
guard.
Algonquin and Crystal Lake.
And Donnie Boyce
Buffalo Wild Wings
has
is the
Aaron
place
Sykes.
to bring the
He'll
whole
check
family
in
for
here
a great
for
night out.
Johnson.
We are
And
nearby in Algonquin and Crystal
they're
Lake with specials
going
all
to talk
week
about
long.
something.
Enjoy 65-cent boneless wings on boneless Thursdays and Mondays.
We got
Get
Donnie
half-price
Boyce
wings on Tuesdays.
in the
and
face
stop
of one
by
of his
on
players
Wednesdays
here.
for 99-cent
Donnie's,
chicken tenders
what
and
I've seen in the last
$1.49
two
kids
games,
meals.
he's been very
Sign up for our free
passionate.
Plays and
He's very
Rewards
into every
loyalty
game.
program. Earn points, get rewards. It's more of what you love, for what you
Jonell
already
will
love to do. It's all here.
Try to
at
chip into
Buffalo
this
Wild
lead a little
Wings
bit.
in Algonquin
Cut it
and
down to
Crystal
10
Lake.
if he can convert, or sorry, 11.
Buffalo
Forgot
Wild
it was an
Wings
and
is
one.
the place to bring the whole family
And
for
he's
a
off,
great
rebound
night out.
Hampshire.
We are nearby in Algonquin
Big man,
and Crystal
Keyshawn.
Lake with specials all week long.
Crossover there
Enjoy
is
65
had no
cent
guard to
boneless
pass
wings
it
on
to.
boneless Thursdays
Finds
and Mondays.
Thomas.
Get
Terrence
half-price
Thomas
wings on
passes
Tuesdays.
up an open
and stop
look
by on
to
Wednesdays for
Sykes.
99-cent
No
chicken
good.
tenders and
Rebound,
$1.49 kids meals.
Erickson.
Sign up for our free
Up court,
Plays and
nice
Rewards
toss
loyalty
to
program.
Millicent.
Earn
Jackson
points, get rewards.
Millicent.
It's more
Got it
of
with
what
the
you
left.
love, for what you already
That was
love
a
to
nice
do.
pass, a
It's
nice
all
outlet
here
pass, and a
at
nice
Buffalo
finish.
Wild Wings in Algonquin
Hobson.
and Crystal Lake.
I know he wants that three.
Buffalo Wild Wings
Wanting
is
it.
the place to bring
He's
the
going to
whole
pass over to
family for a
Thomas.
great night
Terrence
out.
Thomas to
We are
Osborne.
nearby in Algonquin and
Michael
Crystal
Osborne.
Lake with specials all week long. Enjoy
Finds Aaron
65-cent
Sykes.
boneless
Sykes
wings
to
on
Hobson.
boneless Thursdays
Mid-range.
and Mondays. Get
He got
half-price
it.
wings on Tuesdays and stop
A little
by
bit
on
more
Wednesdays
jump
for
shooting from
99
James
cent
Hobson
chicken tenders and $1.49
as he puts
kids
Proviso
meals.
East up by
Sign up for our
12.
free Plays
Daryl,
and
we're seeing a
Rewards
lot of high
loyalty
percentage
program.
shots
Earn
tonight. Not a lot of
points, get
threes.
rewards. It's more of
No,
what
not
you
a lot
love,
of
for what
threes
you
from either
already love
side.
to do.
Both
It's
sides
all
really
here
struggled
at
last
Buffalo
night.
Wild Wings
And
in
as we see
Algonquin and
Woods
Crystal
go
Lake.
down.
He hit the deck.
Buffalo Wild
I
Wings
do not
is
know
the
if that
place
was a
to bring
travel.
the whole family for a great night out.
He was looking
We
for
are
the
nearby
foul.
in
I think he
Algonquin and Crystal Lake
dribbled into a
with
trap
specials
and got a
all
little
week
bit of
long.
contact, but
Enjoy 65-cent
The
boneless
ref
wings
wasn't
on
feeling
boneless
it,
Thursdays
calling
and
for a
Mondays.
travel.
Get half-price
That
wings on
Colin Woods
Tuesdays and
visibly
stop by on
frustrated
Wednesdays
as
for
Coach
99-cent
Whitehouse
chicken
will
tenders and
have to take a
$1.49
seat,
kids meals. Sign
along
up for our
with
free Plays and
Pirano.
Rewards loyalty program.
As Thomas
Earn
brings it
points,
up here
get
with the
rewards.
12-point
It's
lead
more of what you
for the
love,
Pirates.
for what you already love to do.
Osborne.
It's all here
Hobson.
at Buffalo
Nice
Wild
little fake
Wings
handoff
in
in,
Algonquin
and
and Crystal Lake.
they're going to call that a push.
Buffalo Wild Wings is the
But
place
back
to
to
bring
what
the
we were
whole
saying,
family for a great
both
night
sides
out.
really taking more
We're
high
nearby
percentage
in
shots.
Algonquin and
Both sides
Crystal
really
Lake
struggled.
with specials
Proviso,
all week
with the
long.
exception of Proviso
Enjoy
East.
65-cent boneless wings on
He's,
boneless Thursdays and Mondays.
Hobson-
Get half-price wings on Tuesdays.
he hit a
and
couple
stop
of
by
trays
on
last
Wednesdays
night,
for
but
99-cent chicken
both
tenders
sides
and
really didn't
$1.49
get
kids
it
meals.
going from the
Sign up
outside.
for our free
So
Plays
far
and
today, I'd
Rewards
just say the
loyalty
exception of
program.
Michael
Earn
Osborne.
points,
He's hit a
get
couple nice
rewards.
threes.
It's more
Other
of
than
what you
that,
love, for what
both
you
coaches
already
are
love to do. It's
seeing
all
last
here
night.
at Buffalo
Both
Wild
they took a
Wings
lot
in
more threes
Algonquin
last
and
night than they
Crystal
did
Lake.
tonight, and their three-point shots were not
Buffalo
on last
Wild
night.
Wings
So,
is the place to
well, at
bring
least
the
for
whole
Proviso
family
East
for a
in the
great
second
night
half
out.
they weren't. So
We are nearby in Algonquin
now.
and
They're both
Crystal
trying to
Lake
get some
with
high percentage
specials
shots
all week long. Enjoy
Hobson,
65-cent
second
boneless
shot,
wings
cherry
on
stripe
boneless
rolls
Thursdays
around,
and
no
Mondays.
good.
Get
Erickson,
half-priced wings on Tuesdays.
big
And
man on the
stop by
board tonight is
Wednesdays
Nick
for
Erickson. He's
99
gathered
cent
quite a
chicken
few here in the
tenders
second
and
half.
$1.49 kids meals.
Cross court,
Sign up
tipped
for our free
by
Plays and Rewards
Thomas.
loyalty
It'll
program.
stay with the
Earn
Whippers.
points, get rewards. It's more of what you love for what you already
If you're just
love to
checking
do.
in, there's
It's
2:38
all
left here in the
at
third
Buffalo
quarter
Wild Wings
between
in
Proviso
Algonquin
East and the
Crystal
Hampshire
Lake.
Whippers. Anderson
Buffalo
on the
Wild
inbound back
Wings
to
is the place to
Millison.
bring the
Nice
whole family
defense
for
there
a
by
great
Aaron
night
Sykes.
out.
Osborne
We are
out running.
nearby in
He's looking at
Algonquin and
numbers.
Crystal Lake
Michael
with
Osborne
specials all
thought
week
about it.
long.
Pass down.
Enjoy
Aaron
65
Sykes,
cent
no
boneless
good.
wings on
Rebound
boneless
to Nick
Thursdays and
Erickson.
Mondays. Get half-priced wings on
There's a
Tuesdays.
little bit of
And stop
contact
by
down
on
there.
Wednesdays for 99-cent chicken
J.D.
tenders
Shaw.
and $1.49 kids
Proviso
meals.
East being very
Sign up for
stubborn
our
with
free
their
Plays and
pressure.
Rewards loyalty program.
As
Earn
Anderson
points,
dribbles
get
up
rewards. It's
to
more
the
of what you
corner.
love for
Good
what you
find.
already love to do.
Revolver,
It's
J.D.
all
Davis
here
is
at
short.
Buffalo Wild Wings in
And
Algonquin
Hobson
and Crystal Lake.
working on Shaw. Nice nice defensive play by J.D. Shaw, and they're going to give it to the Whippers.
That was a really nice block. You see, it looked like he didn't even look at the ball.
Didn't even leave the hands of Terrence Thomas, and just like that, Hampshire will get the ball back. Woods and Rosa check back in. Checking out will be Erickson for the Whippers, along with Jackson and Millicent. Calvin Woods taking short little 2-minute breaks here and there for Coach Whitehouse. He wants his best scorer in there. Colin finds Davis. Davis out to Anderson.
Is the place to bring the whole family for a great night out.
Anderson finds Rosa. Rosa to Davis.
With specials all week long. Enjoy 65
Davis over to Shaw. Shaw top the key to Rosa. He's got a man in Woods, but he's going to take it himself. No good. Rebound to Thomas. Terrence Thomas will get an errant throw out of bounds. It'll go to Hampshire. 13-point game here with a minute 36. Daryl, Hampshire's going to need to start chipping in and try and do everything they can to get something on every possession on offense.
It's time for Hampshire to really lock in on both sides. They're going to have to limit Proviso East's attempts on the boards. They're going to have to really beat this press and get some open shots and convert on them. Just as I say that, Kenan Davis hits a nice mid-range shot. But they're just going to have to play hard on both sides and get on the boards.
Increase the intensity, so to say, as Osborne finds Shorts. Shorts swiped by Davis. It regains his possession. Osborne falling asleep down low is Rosa, and there is Aaron Sykes. Just as we're talking about intensity, we saw Jeremy Rosa kind of fall asleep there for Hampshire and cost him a couple points. Got to get across that timeline to Anderson. Anderson to Shaw. Shaw trapped in the corner. Throws a nice pass to Colin Woods. Colin underneath. Just off, rebound Rosa. And they're going to call that a jump. That was a nice pass by J.D. Shaw. I didn't even know if he knew what he was doing there to find Colin Woods.
It looked like he might have got bailed out by his teammate Woods, who's 6'5" with long arms, who really got up there to get that ball.
And now Thomas will bring it down with a 13-point lead. Lead has stayed at 13. Both squads have traded baskets here and there, but 13 has been a consistent lead here for Proviso East this quarter. Hobson looking, still has his dribble. Trying to hold out on chewing some of the clock off. Shorts gets it tipped right by that half-court line, and I believe that'll be an over and back. Shorts thought he was pushed, but in turn, the Whippers wound up with the ball with 25 seconds remaining here in the third. Anderson to Woods, pressed heavy by Osborne. Woods thought he was touched there. Nice pass by Shaw to Anderson. Oh, what a block by Thomas, but it is regained by Kenan Davis. That was a nice defensive play there by Proviso East. Osborne has it, thought about it. There's Tim Shorts, no good. Rebound to JD, the heave, no good. Oh. Colin on the rebound, no good.
JD thought there was a little less time on the clock than there actually was. Probably could have got 1 or 2 more dribbles up before heaving it up. But Colin Woods almost got the nice follow off the half-court heave.
Funny thing there with the heave for JD, that almost went in, Daryl. That hit a couple parts of the rim there.
Hit the backboard and almost banked right in.
Buffalo Wild Wings is the place to bring the whole family for a great night out. We're nearby in Algonquin and Crystal Lake with specials all week long. Enjoy 65-cent boneless wings on boneless Thursdays and Mondays. Get half-priced wings on Tuesdays. And stop by on Wednesdays for 99-cent chicken tenders and $1.49 kids meals. Sign up for our free Plays and Rewards loyalty program. Earn points, get rewards. It's more of what you love for what you already love to do. It's all here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Algonquin and Crystal Lake.
Visit their locations in Algonquin and Hoffman Estates for some award-winning wings spun in one of 21 sauces or dry rubs. Or try a tasty burger or wrap. There's something for everyone at Buffalo Wild Wings in Hoffman Estates at Route 59 and 72 or in Algonquin on Randall Road. All right, Daryl, we have a 11-point game. Proviso East ahead heading into the fourth quarter. What are our predictions here for the fourth? What are we going to see?
You know, I think we're going to see Proviso East really come out with a mentality that we got to finish them off. They're really going to come out and try and pick up on the trap. They're going to try and get every board, as many second chance points as possible. And then I think Hampshire is really going to realize that they have to fight to get back into this game.
Do we have either a score prediction or a number of margin? I know you mentioned before the game Proviso East would win by 8. Are we still feeling that right now? You're kind of close.
I'm feeling that might be the case, but I'm actually feeling they might win by a couple more than 8. but Hampshire is going to give a good fight back. I'm hoping, and I believe.
Colin Woods, there it is. 3 ball for Colin. Let's see if he can get going here in the 4th, cutting it down to 8.
There's my prediction, 8 points.
Well, let's just end the game right now, folks. It's already an 8-point lead. We're done. We're out of here. No, I'm just playing. We got 7.5 minutes of great basketball left. Michael Osborne swings it over to Johnson. Johnson finds Spencer. And James Hobson, I thought he was on the court for a minute. He's at the check-in desk. Osborne, deep tray. No good. Rebound for Rosa. It's fought with Stallings. He has it.
It was a nice, strong board by Rosa. He's going to have to keep that up. He's been active on the offensive boards, but he's going to have to get some more defensive boards.
There's Rosa. Just as you say it, he gets a nice little second chance opportunity. He'll head to the line for 2. He can attempt to cut this lead down to 6 here, Daryl.
I'd say he has about 10 boards on the night. I'd say he has about 6 on the offensive and 4 on the defensive. But as a team, they're really going to have to pick it up on both ends and not allow Proviso East to get more shots.
Rosa's been a bruiser. Guy's been really working hard. And now checking in for Hampshire, we see Jackson Millison. Whole big group substitution. Nick Erickson comes in, along with the sophomore Jonel Pirano. And Terrence Thomas comes in for the Pirates, along with Tamarian Shorts. Rosa hits both, and he will be subbed in for fellow junior big man Nick Erickson, and we have a 6-point game on our hands.
It's getting interesting. We got a game on our hands now. Let's see if Hampshire can pull it even closer now with a few stops.
A little questioning for Coach Whitehouse here is he knows Proviso East is bringing a press. Maybe he could consider bringing a press for his own guys of Hampshire. Just kind of making it easy on them to bring it up past the timeline. And they're going to call travel on Spencer.
I think Coach Whitehouse should definitely try mixing it up on defense. See what happens. Throw a zone at him or throw a press at him.
Because he's just letting the guards of Proviso East walk across the timeline, no problem. Across half court, I should say. Pirano, loose ball, gathered, and do we get a timeout or a jump ball? Donnie Boyce looked like he was trying to call timeout. And possession to the Pirates.
And you see Pirano, even though he turned over the ball, Hampshire is really picking up the intensity. They're diving for those loose balls as if it was their life, because it basically is at this point. They have to get all the loose balls to stay in this game.
Bringing it in now, Spencer. Spencer finds Tim Shorts. Shorts. Hobson wanted it. Draws back, finds Fancher.
And that's another jump ball by Pirano.
The young sophomore working hard against the big boys down in the paint and earns Hampshire a possession here with a chance to cut the lead down to a 1-possession game if they hit a 3 here.
I was actually really impressed. Fancher tried to rip it away from him, the big, strong forward, but Pirano was not letting go.
Woods, jumper with a couple on him, thought he was fouled. No, gathered by Spencer. Nice move to get across half court. Tim Shorts, got it. That had to have hit almost every part of the front of the rim there, Darryl, until he got it to go.
I'm sure he's glad that he got it to go, though, because that was a big bucket.
Pirano been working hard on the defensive side. They'll stay with the Whippers. 8-point game here, 50-42 with 5:56 here left in the 4th. Amanda Yakum alongside Daryl Barnes. If you're just tuning in to the St. Charles East Ron Johnson 60th Annual Basketball Tournament, as Nick Erickson, the big fella, cans a 3, and we are within 5.
The big fella with a big-time 3. That just cuts it down to 5. Now they're looking for a stop and a score to make it a 3 or 2-point game.
Spencer in. Off the rim, no. Rebound Fancher, continually working hard. Hobson, man, passed up another 3 instead. Settles for a jumper. Ooh, you heard that slap. That'll be on Colin Woods. I heard that from up here, Daryl. I don't know if you heard that, but I heard that slap from Colin Woods.
I definitely did. It was a strong slap. It was a strong slap, but that just proves that they're going after the ball hard.
Anderson comes in for Shaw. Coach Whitehouse really putting in a good rotation here. Pretty much getting everybody involved on the bench.
Yeah, but it's looking like he's going back to his starters and a little more for scoring rather than for rebounding or for height.
That was good defense out there by the big man, Nick Erickson, and uncharted waters up toward the top of the key as he's going to get called for a reach. Donnie Boyce not wanting his team to lose the lead they have right now. Very insistent. Once again, very intense He is Donnie Boyce. And looks like we might have a 1-and-1 bonus here for Mr. Hobson. Got the first one.
Make that 13 on the night for him.
Hobson will look to boost the lead up to 7 here if he can cash in on his second free throw attempt on this 1-and-1. He got it. Hobson, he still's getting his points tonight, not as the same fashion as they came last night, but nonetheless, still putting up good numbers for the East squad. Finds Erickson, the big man, staying on top of the key a lot here, Daryl. Finds Pirano down low in the land of the Giants. He got it.
Yeah, Erickson is definitely a perimeter player. Coming up in the AAU system for Epic Hoops, he really played a lot on the perimeter, hitting a lot of threes. So he's kind of an inside-outside threat when he's out there on the court.
Colin Woods, nice poke there on defense. Hobson, there it is again for Colin Woods. Pirano tries to dive for a loose ball. Knocked around, gathered by Millicent.
And that's the intensity that Hampshire really needed on defense, bringing a shift in the momentum.
Down to Shorts, fouled by Pirano. I'd say it's a good foul. There's not a lot of, no, I mean, oh, and they're gonna call a flagrant, I believe. Wow. I believe that'll be a, what appears to be a flagrant foul on Pirano there.
Yeah, Shorts went to go and get up, possibly throw one down, but Pirano just wanted to stop him from getting a shot up, and it ended up, the ref felt that it wasn't a play on the ball, and they nicked him for a flagrant.
Off on his first. It's the first one we've seen of that all tournament.
Yeah.
Interesting time to call it nonetheless. Not disagreeing with it, just an interesting time to call it nonetheless. As Shorts will line up for his second attempt here with getting the ball back. He hits his second. With that, Pirano will exit as, I believe, we haven't seen this guy in a while. Senior guard Kyle Johnson checks in here for the Whippers. Osborne on the inbound. Swings it up. Colin Woods tries to make a play on the ball. It's got by Spencer. He almost tried to reach there, too. Collins being very aggressive in terms of trying to get that ball loose. Osborne fakes out Erickson, drives. Will that be a charge? It will be a charge.
And that is a good, tough take. Those are the kind of times that you need to put your, those are the things that a coach loves, just putting your body on the line for your team.
I talked about this last night with Jeff Myers. You never really know what's a block or what's a foul these days, Daryl. It's basically a judgment call at this point. You know that as a player, just depending on how the ref feels about it.
Yeah, some calls will depend on the ref and it'll depend on the situation, but all you can do is just try and get there and try and protect yourself.
Yeah. Colin will bring it down, 6-point game. A 3-ball here from Hampshire, and this possession puts him within 1. Colin Woods aggressively defended. Anderson in 2. Colin Woods thought about it, draws back. Nice doubles being thrown by Proviso. Erickson in the paint, no good. Board, poke loose, gathered by Anderson. Throw out to Erickson, Big Nick, got it. 4-point game now as Hampshire's fighting their way back into it here with 4 minutes left in the fourth.
If Hampshire can get a stop right here and then convert on the other end, it'll make things really interesting.
Corner tray, Hobson, no. Erickson fights for the ball. And I believe a timeout was called. Timeout was called. How about this intensity here from this Hampshire squad in the fourth quarter?
Oh yeah, they're really bringing it, and that's what's brought this lead down to just 4.
This timeout is sponsored by Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Rosen. All right, Daryl, 4 minutes left, and we got ourselves a ball game on our hands after it being a double-digit lead heading into this quarter. What have we seen differently from both squads, both, I guess we could say, positive and negative?
Well, positively for Hampshire and negatively for Proviso East. Hampshire has really picked up the intensity on defense and on the glass. And then with that said, Proviso East has kind of let up on the glass. They haven't been going as hard or as aggressive, and their press hasn't been nearly as effective, and they're kind of starting to lay off a bit.
I'd say they're letting their guard down a little bit. As you can see, Donnie Boyce in the huddle visibly frustrated with his guys, knowing this is a big game for them, not wanting to fall 0-2 in this tournament early. Otherwise, that'll make for a very long last game in your pool play, knowing there's not a shot of going to the championship.
Yep, and playing for 5th place is not a position that he believes that they should be in, which is why he's pushing his team so hard.
All right, inbounding here is the senior Johnson. Proviso East back with that press, finds to find Colin Woods.
Look for them to trap here at half court.
Colin, errant throw. Colin visibly upset, thinking there might have been a foul.
So a key for success for Woods is he's going to need to stop dribbling towards those corners that I talked about earlier in the first half. He's like pulled to those corners, which is where the trap comes, and it adds another 2 defenders essentially once you cross half court and you get the trap on you.
Spencer finds Shorts. Nice defensive play by Shaw to poke it out of his hands. It'll remain with the Pirates. Here on the inbound for Michael Osborne.
So an interesting decision by Coach Whitehouse, pulling out Woods, his lead guard, with just 3.5 to go.
Swinging the ball around the Pirates. Osborne has Hobson. Hobson fakes yet again to Fancher. Big Fancher sets a hard screen for Spencer down low. Ball loose, gathered by Fancher. Hobson swinging to Osborne. Osborne driving, had a couple men on the key open. Hobson is still there, and Spencer will just regroup.
Looks like Woods is getting ready to come back in. But notice how Hampshire is switching everything off the handoffs.
Spencer restarting the offense, taking it nice and slow. Ball loose.
That's questionable.
They're going to say it stays with the Pirates.
That one could have went either way, to be honest.
Apparently it hit a whipper. And Donnie Boyce will use another timeout here. With 2:48 left in the 4th. This timeout is sponsored by Tom the Plumber. Tom is your local family-owned plumbing contractor. Honest and affordable. Visit TomThePlumberInc.com. All right, Daryl, nothing's really changed in the last couple minutes since our last timeout discussion, with it still being at 4 points. Scoring has kind of stalled here a little bit.
Yeah, I want to ask you what you think. Where do you think this game is headed?
I'd love to see it head to overtime, to be honest with you. I could see it, the way both these teams are playing. But I think Proviso East, Donnie Boyce is going to wake his squad up, and they're going to bring that intensity back that they had in the first half, where they were basically in complete control of this game.
If this game manages to get tied up with just a few seconds left to go, I can see a few players on either side hitting a big-time shot to prevent an overtime.
I'd see Colin Woods, Justin Anderson, or Nick Erickson for the Whippers. Say Osborne, Hobson, or Spencer for the Pirates. So I'd say 3 and 3. Speaking of Spencer, there he is, draws back, fakes, drives in, and ooh, they're gonna call a foul. Kyle Johnson visibly frustrated.
Really animated after that call. He thought he had him clean.
That looked, from up here, it looked like he had all ball, but we are in the nosebleeds, Daryl. My nose is bleeding from up here, so.
Just as Erickson's was earlier.
To the line is Spencer. Big free throws here. And he's off on the first. Deep breath here for Spencer. Next one puts it within 5. Winds up. He's off again. Free throw struggles have been kind of there for both squads this half. Colin Woods almost loses his footing. Back to Anderson. Anderson swings it to Erickson. Big Nick. 3-ball. No good. Rebound Osborne and the Pirates. He's being doubled immediately. There's a defensive intensity from Hampshire we haven't seen all game. And I believe they're going to give it to senior guard Kyle Johnson once again.
That may be his last one if that's on him. No, they give it to J.D. Shaw instead.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, he has 4. Johnson's in heavy foul trouble here, but anything goes for Whitehouse and his teams. They're trying to pick up their first win of this tournament and the season. As we'll see Osborne step to the stripe for 2.
One thing I would like to know is how Justin Anderson has been able to stay in this whole game, essentially, and come away with not a single foul.
Yeah, he's probably played the most minutes on this Hampshire team, Daryl. I haven't really seen him step off the floor. As Jackson Millicent will check in for Kyle Johnson, who does have 4 fouls. As that made free throw by Osborne puts this game within 5. Osborne good on the second. Just like that, we are up to a 6-point Proviso lead as they're pressing now as Anderson's into Woods. Colin Woods.
There's another trap near the corner.
Shaw, Millicent thought about it, decides not to, and loses the ball, regains, and we're gonna get a jump. And it's gonna go to Proviso.
Yeah, you know the junior was a little nervous about shooting that one, but he probably should have just let it go. Had some confidence in himself and let it go. But now he comes out for the senior guard, Kyle Johnson.
Yeah, just as we were speaking of, 4 fouls for Kyle Johnson. He re-enters here with 2:15 remaining here in the fourth. The Proviso East Pirates up on the Hampshire Whippers, 55-49. Nice in there by Osborne. Comes up short, Fancher, Spencer, foul. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And to the line for 2 will be Spencer.
First one for him is up and good.
And just like that, we are within, they are up 7. Spencer, deep breath, needs this one here. You got it.
I'm sorry to tell you, Andy, but we are awfully close to my prediction.
What are we at? Yeah, 8 points. Just no more scoring and you're good. Erickson finds Shaw. Shaw back to Erickson. Nick Erickson to the corner. Millicent, big 3. Oh, it rolls out. He's tackled down low. And we're back with Spencer. I think they're trying to chew out some clock here. Stolen by Anderson. He finishes. We're within 6.
You see them really trying to face guard, trying to get the ball out of Proviso East's hands. Anderson coming with a trap over half court.
Shot from Shorts, that's a big one. It rolls out.
And that's a big board by Millicent, not allowing the second chance points.
Donnie Boyce visibly upset. Corner tray, Colin Woods, bingo! Colin Woods!
And that is a big time clutch shot by the 6'5" junior.
Puts it within 3 here with less than a minute to play.
And that may be
it's gonna be a block.
It's another one of those questionable calls that could go either way, just depended on the ref. The ref that time felt like it was a block by J.D. Shaw.
And to the line for 2 will be Michael Osborne.
Let's see if he's feeling the pressure or if he's able to ice out this game.
Osborne. It rolls out.
Proviso East, the free throw struggles are really starting to hit him, leaving the door open for Hampshire.
Watch out, Colin Woods. He just hit a 3 in the corner. He's starting to feel himself a little bit here.
And as we stated earlier, Nick Erickson could hit another one. He's always a threat out there, as is Justin Anderson.
And the game is within 4. 2-possession game unless we see an and 1-3. Erickson picks up his dribble, finds Shaw. Shaw has a man open in Woods. Shaw's gonna pull up for 2, it's short.
That was
off
a tough
Shorts.
shot, but
Woods for 3, no, rebound Shaw. JD blocked by Shorts.
And that was just tough luck, a tough possession.
Fancher on the fast break is good, and just like that, Proviso has pushed this game back to 6 points, maybe out of reach, Daryl.
Hampshire's gonna have to get moving if they want it, if they have to say otherwise.
Big JD. Acrobatic layup, no good. Board. And it's going to be off Fancher. Go back to Hampshire.
That's still some good hustle by the senior forward, J.D. Shaw.
Appears he wants to take the game into his own hands here, Darryl. He did have a guy open in the corner, but felt as if he had that shot for himself. Back out to Colin Woods. Colin thought about it. Colin dribbles in. Layup. Got it. And an immediate timeout called by Coach Ben Whitehouse.
Got to stop that clock. Let's see if we can get a replay of this last clutch layup.
Keeping the Whippers in the game was Colin Woods, putting it back within 4 with 17 seconds. Nice little acrobatic to the left there. That play essentially has kept them in this game now. Brought to you by the Bear Family McDonald's Restaurant. Darryl, we're down to a 4-point game with 17.3 seconds left. Proviso East obviously going to try and hold the ball. I expect to see Hampshire be very aggressive in their attempts to pick off the inbound pass.
Well, they definitely are. And I think an emphasis for Proviso is if they give up the ball, not to give up a three, and to just not foul anybody on a layup. They don't want to give up an and one. They especially do not want to give up an and one three.
No threes.
But most importantly, first and foremost, they have to take care of this ball.
Yeah, if this score remains the same, if Hampshire ends up with the ball back, just no threes. Play a no-three defense. Get that perimeter on lockdown. Make J.D. Shaw take it to the bucket, or anybody. Yeah, they just can't give up any threes. That's their mindset right now. And obviously, on offense, they're just going to try and hold on to the ball, trying to get fouled.
I look for some unique trapping from Coach Whitehouse in his squad. They'll probably come out with a full court trap, a full court zone of sorts, in order to try and get the ball moving and allow them to jump the passing lanes.
We have Fancher, big fella on the inbound, covered by Erickson. Nice press. First time we're seeing a press like this from Hampshire. He's having a tough time getting in. It is into the hands of Colin Woods on a steal. Colin to the bucket. It's good.
They're going to have to call another timeout if they have it.
What a play by Colin Woods on an inbound. And I don't know if that was a foul. He might have just fell, but they're going to call it on Millicent. What a play there by Colin Woods to put this game within 2.
That really was a big-time steal and a big-time finish.
This is how you know. Me as a coach, I would have been thinking 3 straight away, but if Colin knew he could get an immediate bucket that quickly, I'd take that, because now it's forcing Proviso East to make at least 1 free throw here.
But now Colin seems to be stumbling a little bit, seems to have hurt himself on that last play.
I'd say
not necessarily injured, but just a little bit of pain, but he's going to tough it out and play through it.
I'd say a foul, not a foul, a fall, I should say, on that last layup that he took. See what Hobson does here from the line. He hits the first. These are 2 big, big free throws here for the senior guard, James Hobson.
Hampshire, right now, they really want to box out. They cannot give up a layup off of this. But Hobson really wants to ice this game. This could do it.
Hobson is good from the line, and Hampshire might be out of time. Finds Colin Woods. Colin maneuvers. Pull-up 3 is short, and that'll do it here in our 4th game of our broadcast. The final, the Proviso East Pirates 62, the Hampshire Whippers 58. Darryl, probably the most competitive game in terms of close score I've seen all tournament, and both teams played really hard.
Definitely so. I think Hampshire got a little shaken by Proviso East's tough defense and tough press in the first half. But then they really picked it up in the second half and came back with some intensity of their own, with the rebounding and boxing out and just overall scoring and aggression.
Donnie Boyce and his crew pick up their first win of the season, while Ben Whitehouse's group falls to 0-2. Real quick, who would your MVP be from the game-winning team, or the winning team, the Proviso East Pirates?
My MVP might have to be Devin Spencer. Not for the reason that he was the leading scorer, which was actually, it looks like.
It was Spencer, yes. I think Spencer led them, yeah.
Well, not just for that reason, but also for the fact that his efforts on defense, especially in that first half, especially as soon as the game started, he really came out and he got 4 or 5 steals, and then he really led their defensive charge.
He kept the intensity going. Another guy I noticed for sure would be Michael Osborne, hitting a couple big 3 balls throughout this game. Guy we didn't see yesterday, he came to play today though, Darryl. And with that, Proviso East will head up to 1-1. Hampshire will be 0-2. Remember to stay tuned for our next game with St. Joseph taking on Plainfield East, which will be announced by my friend Jeff Myers, along with Daryl. From here, from St. Charles East High School, I'm Andy Ockham, alongside Daryl Barnes, and we'll see you guys next time.
This sports broadcast made possible by contributions from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, a factory authorized Bryant dealer, whatever it takes. Find them online at customheating.com. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin, looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? Save time, shop online at rosenhyundai.com. Tom the Plumber is your family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. Carpentry with integrity, providing unparalleled customer relationships and precise quality craftsmanship since 1998. Find us on Facebook and House. Daryl Barnes Photography. For sports, senior portraits, family, and more, call Daryl Barnes Photography for all your photographic needs. Find Daryl online at darylbarnes.com. Buffalo Wild Wings. Visit their locations in Algonquin and Hoffman Estates for some award-winning wings spun in one of 21 sauces or dry rubs. Or try a tasty burger or wrap. There's something for everyone at Buffalo Wild Wings in Hoffman Estates at Route 59 and 72 or Algonquin on Randall Road.